Hi friends. Can you see my thumbnail? Can you see my big butt? My family isn't tired of my big butt jokes at all. I bought it's almost a 17-pound butt roast, and yeah, I just can't stop making jokes because it's so funny. Hello, I see one like, but I don't. Oh, now I see one like. No, one person and 2 likes. Oh, wait, 3 likes. Hi, John. How are you? Hi, Legacy. Just thought I would check in with you guys. Hi, Stacy. How's it going? Hi, Mike. Lisa. Night Owls. Hey. Oh, I'm live streaming. It's okay. Just lay her down. Anyway. Hi, Anne. The family was downstairs watching old episodes of Survivor. We haven't had cable in many years or a way to get reception, and so yeah, catching up on years of Survivor. Hi, Mariana. How are you? Hi, Kirst. No, Kirst, it says butt, therefore I call it my big butt. Hi, Heather. Why is everyone up so late? I'm off schedule right now. I picked up my sister and her family from the airport at 1:30 a.m. and then I slept kind of late, and then I took a nap because I was still tired. Oh, you're crocheting? That's cool. What are you crocheting? My mom used to cut flannel into strips and crochet it into cool looking hats. But the fibers seem to have like contributed to her lung problems, so she stopped doing that. Oh, congratulations on your new grandbaby. On the way or already here? Legacy, you're up playing video games? But you're watching me live stream at the same time? Hi, Nanette. It's good to see you. Legacy, that's cool. You're good at multitasking. Hey, Annalisa, congratulations on your engagement. I just saw her video today where she was proposed to. You guys should go watch it. Okay, Legacy, I'll call you Rose. I mean, Rose, I'll call you Rose. John, the video was frozen? Or your computer was frozen? um, Valentine's. Um, Valentine's was kind of a bummer, actually. Um, I a couple days before that, found out a friend's baby passed away in utero, and then the shooting in Florida was that day, and there was of one of the girls who was killed was went to the same building that I went to years ago for church. So a lot of my friends know them. So that made Valentine's Day not the most. Yeah, I wanted to do a fun video or a fun Valentine's live stream, and that definitely made it not a romantic or fun day. No, Marianne, I haven't talked to any scammers lately. Just the brief one. I think the most recent one was when this guy called and said his name was Roger Bond, and I just briefly made fun of him. Yeah, next Valentine's Day should be better, right? It's all right. My husband did get me this Wonder Woman chocolate thing. But I didn't get him more chocolate because he still has his chocolate from Christmas. So I took it out of his drawer and gave it to him again. So how was Valentine's Day for the rest of you? Hi, Peeky Boo. Yeah, Rose, I didn't really regift it because I was giving it to the same person, right? It was more a reminder. Here, eat the chocolate I gave you. It's that giant Ferrero Rocher ball, and I still want to know what it looks like on the inside, and he hasn't cracked it open. Hi, Pink Queen. So I realize I've made 2 promises for this month. I need to pick up the guitar. So I was going to sing my fish stick song for my Patreon page. I haven't forgotten. I've been dealing with a stupid situation for 2 months, and I'm tired of it. Hi, Ronaldo. Oh, Rose, happy 1-year anniversary to you. God bless you too, Mike. Um, I have been busy, but I can't really talk about what's going on. Um, my life has gotten weird. Oh, thanks, Ronaldo. That was exciting. Yes, I finally got to 1 million views on my most popular video. I will eventually tell the story of what I've been doing these last 2 months, and the frustration. So I've had to invest a lot of time into the situation, and I'm really annoyed because I've hardly got to put anything into my channel, and so I didn't meet my quota this month. Uh, but it's an important situation to me, important to solve, and just not something that I'm gonna let drop. Um, but I don't know if it's just my nature or if it's because I spent so many years like practicing the piano. Just you have to like do the same things over and over and over and over. Like you, I feel like I've applied that to other things in my life, so no one can beat a dead horse like me. So if someone has wronged me and my friends or my family, I just will not back down, and I can really stick to the subject at hand. And I feel like I've gotten a lot tougher as I've gotten older, and I don't worry so much about whether everybody likes me or not, or if I'm going to hurt their feelings. Um, so I've definitely ticked off some people, and I've lost some friends over it, hopefully temporarily, but it's in the name of safety for everyone. And I don't know. There's some disagreement on the issue. Thanks, Rose. I talk more about it on my Patreon, where only a select group of people can see it. Okay, I catching up on the comments here. Rose, yes, normal can be boring, but I'm looking forward to boring again and just focusing on practicing music and dealing with issues with my family and putting more work into my channel again. I have all these things I want to do, but I've just been preoccupied and I only have so many hours in a day. Annalisa, I'll never forget you. Okay, I'm missing a conversation, John. John says that's where I got married, in the chapel across the courthouse. Okay. Which courthouse? Okay, I think I missed something. Hi, Granny. How are you doing? Granny, tell us a David story. Okay, you can go tell it on your channel and I'll watch it later. I know you always have a good David story. So we have a church at 9 in the morning, and I bought the day-old donuts that, I don't know, the store never has any decent donuts when I go at night, but they're discounted if they're the day-old donuts. And my son said, "Oh, look at all those donuts," and most of them were donuts no one likes. And I should just take them back to the store. And great. Good night, Ronaldo. Yes, Pink Queen, the shooting was very sad. And I've kind of hit my limit as to the talk about it on social media and the. I mean, it's okay for you to mention it. But I was just telling friends that Facebook should have like a filter where you can check some boxes as to things that you don't want to see. Like, because people get to the point where they unfollow people if they're talking about just one thing over and over again. Um, so, like, I wish I could filter out right now anything about guns or Democrats or Republicans or Donald Trump or perverts. I just want to see positive things. So, um, I've I've appreciated the positive articles about the victims. It's just getting kind of frustrating reading about uh, how and why and should have this, and yeah, it's just getting kind of stressful to read. Thanks, John. And then a filter where you can say, but I do want to see babies and animals and funny videos. Um, they should have one for people who are on a diet, though. Like, if you don't want to see any dessert. Because I swear, like, as soon as I go off sugar, it's like Facebook can read my mind and everything. Suddenly there's like 10 desserts on my feed that I want to make. And I do hope that people will stay fired up enough to make some changes, um, such as, I don't know, obviously that guy should not have been able to buy even, a court gun as far as I'm concerned. He was clearly, or he usually these guys don't survive, but he clearly is insane and should not have any weapons at all. And I I see these people who were like some of my teachers and leaders and stuff posting articles that are ridiculous, like just total like propaganda, and like, why don't you just go look that up? Look it up first. Stop spreading this stuff around. It's bizarre to see how many people believe certain things. And it just gets to the point where I have to go unfollow. I can't handle this anymore. Try checking your facts. Like, one of my friends, there was this fake thing going around where McDonald's, like, someone had stuck a sign on a McDonald's that said, due to robberies, African Americans would have to pay an extra $1.50 per transaction. And of course, that was totally fake. And yet, one of my friends posted that going, I can't believe this. And then her friends, oh, McDonald's has lost its mind. And I'm going, how can you guys, for a second, believe that McDonald's would do that? They could never get away with that. There's no way they would do that. And I immediately wrote, that has to be fake. And then her friends are still going, McDonald's. Come on. It's not real. And if you call the phone number that's posted on it, it's actually KFC's corporate phone number. I just don't understand why people fall for things that are such obvious frauds, you know? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kirst, I have to go off the sugar again. But it's like, if I go off sugar, then it turns into, well, then I need to go off the white carbs too, and then it turns into this big, I'm always at the grocery store buying fresh this and fresh that because, I don't know. Like, one thing I do is I get those super thin multigrain buns, but they don't last very long at all for some reason. Then I find that they've gotten moldy already, and then I run to the store again, and I don't know, I never know what to make. I mean, dinners are okay, but when it comes to like having like a lunch to pack and bring somewhere, I don't know. Yeah, moderation is good. I'm one of those people where it's easy for me just to say, okay, I'm not going to eat this period, because if I eat one like Cool Ranch Dorito, I don't, there's something addictive in the Cool Ranch Doritos, whatever the coating is on it. It's much easier for me not to eat them at all than to say I'm going to have 4 or 5 chips. No, it just gets out of control. Kind of like an alcoholic. It's just much better for me just to cut it out. But then, I don't know, it gets complicated, and then I'm telling my husband, don't get me any chocolate for my birthday and or Christmas or Valentine's Day, and then he doesn't know what to get me. And I don't hoard the chocolate like he does. I just I eat it and get it out of my face. Like I've gone months before without eating any sweets, and I don't cut out sugar like completely. Like I'll have some meat that has barbecue sauce on it or something like that. But when it comes to anything snacky that I can just mindlessly grab and eat, that's stuff that I don't want to have in the house. Okay, I'm catching up on the comments again. Rose says, I knew someone who thought Star Magazine was an actual newspaper. This always makes me think of So I Married an Axe Murder, where Mike Myers' mom reads some tabloid and she calls it the paper. Oh, I read it in the paper. You see, pregnant man gives birth. That's a fact. I love that movie. Of course, nowadays we have seen things that says pregnant man gives birth because it's a woman who, well, still had a uterus and stuff, but became a man, and then that's like I remember Oprah being amazed that a man gave birth, and I'm like that's not really amazing because the person was born with a uterus. It's not like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jr. John, you eat Lunchables for lunch. So, oh, one thing a friend introduced me to recently, it's called jicama. It looks like jicama or something. And so we were at dress rehearsal and she said, you want some jicama? I'm like, some whatama? What? And I actually like them and you can dip it in hummus. So that's a good snacky alternative. Oh, hi Stacy. Oh, Stacy says I gotta walk my fur babies. Okay, good night. I hope you don't have snow where you are. Like I have friends who try to take their dogs out in the snow and they won't go to the bathroom. And one of my friends, like 2 young children, to care for, and then her dog is being super high maintenance and won't go to the bathroom in the snow. Baked okra chips, so they aren't slimy. So yeah, jicama is kind of like a cross between a potato and an apple. So it's crunchy. Um, and they sell it in like these little, like in stick shapes. And I also like I don't know, when I go off sugar, one thing that helps me is to eat like caprese salad and that sort of thing, because that's like a treat for me in a way. It's like one of my favorite things. And then once I'm kind of uh, off of
Where are the towels?
the towels, I don't know. Go like downstairs. Good luck. Once I'm over the sugar withdrawal, I don't know. I don't really have like withdrawal. It's just kind of the habit of I'm gonna go grab some cereal and eat it, and then oh wait, no, I'm not eating cereal. Um, I just get to the point where I just don't really feel like doing a lot of prep. And I don't know. As far as breakfast goes, I get kind of sick of making eggs in the morning, but uh, I need like a new pan. Oh, my birthday's coming up. What if someone got me a new? We're playing that game again. He's playing what is it? Mahjong or something. There's this level he can't pass. I made an Amazon list of the stuff I want. You want me to send it to you? He just nodded his head yes. I actually made a real list this year instead of one um, that was all joke stuff like fur coats and a beaded capelet. My mom actually bought me the beaded capelet even though I told her the whole list was a joke. And then she said, "That better not have been a joke." So I had to wear it. Don't tell her. What if she's watching? Did you find a towel?
Yep.
Is it mine?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yes.
So, um, my real Amazon list has mostly um, like sugar scrubs and stuff. Well, and I didn't think of that on my own. I saw an article that said Amazon stuff that people like to buy, and I just went through it and I added things to my list instead of having to think about it. But my mom likes having a definite list instead of trying to guess what I would like. I didn't grab a drink for myself. And my daughter drank my water. Okay, Freeman charcoal and sugar scrub is good. That sounds good. Oh, Rose, I do have a blog. It's just musicIsaRainbow.wordpress.com. Oh, were you talking to me? Who are you talking to? Oh, Stacy lives in Georgia. Gotcha. The water's downstairs. I don't want to. Well, the cups and whatever. Um, and the filter, the filtered water. I don't want to go down there. No, John, we haven't fixed the blinds because we're just dysfunctional. There was so much stuff going on. Okay, good night, Annalisa. Sweet dreams of wedding planning. Yeah, my blog has lots of random stuff on it. Um, I was planning on adding a bunch of sexual harassment rants that I wrote. Well, I guess they weren't all rants, but there was a situation going on, and that was my therapy. November 12th was my last post. Was it that scammy thing that I got dragged to? Okay, I'll try to share all the recipes. So I had a friend who told me about this meal planning thing. It's like $3 or $4 a month. And you can either enter your own recipes or enter the link for one on the web, and it makes your shopping list for you. So I'm trying to get into that. Entering your own is kind of a slow process, but I wonder. I have various sites where I think I have some recipes, and I just need to hunt them down and use them. Tonight I made just a simple ugh, I can't talk, pulled pork that I found. You just do garlic powder and salt and pepper, and put it in the Instant Pot with some broth, and then I shredded it and added barbecue sauce. So that was really easy, and it turned out great. The hardest thing with the Instant Pot is knowing how much liquid to put in and the correct amount of time and everything. Yes, Rose, the Wealth Systems Workshop. Yeah, I had a friend who asked if I wanted to go to that with her, and I said, are they going to try to sell me a timeshare or something? And she's, nope, it's all about learning how to sell things on Amazon. And I thought, mm-hmm. Like, I knew it was going to be this rip-off sort of thing, but then I thought, well, I talk about scamming on my channel, so I might as well go. Took some photos, and they emphasized that they didn't want people's phones on and stuff, and I was like, because you don't want people Googling in the middle of your scammy workshop. So they can look it up and see all the horror stories about people who've bought their, quote, system. So they said they wanted phones turned off, but I had my tablet, and so my tablet wasn't going to make noise. So I sat there in the middle of it, Googling, and sure enough, yeah, yeah, total scam. Ugh. And then I'm writing a note to my friend going, do you have $900? Because I don't. And then she said she was trying to figure out a way to leave, and I said, I'll fake a coughing fit, you follow. But what I wanted to do was stand up. So I actually think they had people planted throughout the room, because as this guy was speaking, there were people going, oh, yes, absolutely. Just agreeing a little too enthusiastically, and thought, oh, yeah, those people are part of it. Yeah, I should have stood up and said, hey, everybody, this is a scam, and I'm leaving. I should have done it. If I had been alone, I would have done it, but then I would never have gone to that alone because I knew it was a scam. I didn't want to do anything to embarrass my friend. But she goes, "Yeah, you knew it was going to be like that, right?" I'm like, "Uh huh." So we went out to lunch, had a delicious lunch, and then I went home and blogged about those people. And um, I've gotten some comments from people who aren't happy that I blogged about it, and some guy said that it was my loss if I didn't understand what a great system it was. No, John, we didn't pay to get in, um, but they try to pressure you into signing up for their uh, what do they call it, workshop or something, a 3 day thing, and like they want you to sign up right there instead of going home and researching it and thinking about it. And I've also read that they offer a free gift of a Kindle Fire to people, but then they actually never produce that. So, and what I find funny is the people, the person who's the guru who speaks to everybody. They're always talking about how rich they got on this system and everything, and but yet they have to teach these seminars. You're super rich and successful already, but yeah, apparently they do it out of the kindness of their hearts. So whenever I hear people say, "I am so rich and successful, and I just want to help other people become rich and successful too," I think they're full of crap. Rose, I would have recorded it if that were legal in my state. So, um, in our state, we have to it's a two party consent law. Um, well, I don't know. In that situation, so I can do it with the phone calls because there's an exception that if someone's attempting to extort you, then you can record that sort of thing. um, I suppose I can record their face, but they probably would have told me to leave. No, so in our state, you can't even record a phone call without the permission of the other person. Oh, sorry, YouTube is glitching. But I would like to see a news story on those sorts of things. There probably are, but you have to check into that. The way I feel is if there's a business recording you, you should be able to record them back. I don't think you should have to have permission. Yeah, so with a telephone situation, both people on the phone have to agree to the recording. Unless you're being extorted or something, then it's a one person consent law. What happened in the background? Yeah, I don't think anyone cares about scammers being exposed. But people will say, "Oh, you should do like prank calls to people," but I wouldn't be allowed to do that in my state because I would have to have permission. And if I did do prank calls, you would know that that person that it was basically all an act. Like my fake British video, my mom called. The first thing I did was tell her that I was recording, because Even with my mom, I was like, well, I'm going to inform her that I'm recording right now. And then I asked her if I could put it in the video. There's a show in Canada called Marketplace. Okay, so it's on YouTube. Johnny, you talking about this blanket in the background? And then somehow someone got a hold of my email contact list, and people keep telling me that they're getting weird emails from me, but it's not coming from my email address. They are spoofing my name. And so my dad called tonight and said, hey, I just wanted to talk to you about that weight loss thing from Shark Tank and I that you sent us. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, what? I said, I didn't send you anything. And my mom clicked on the link. I'm like, oh no. I don't do fad diets or anything like that. It doesn't even sound like anything I would send. And my parents don't need to go on a diet, so I'm not going to send them diet anything. It was just a link with no comment, and I hope they don't have a virus now or something. Um, so my dad was like trying to call me to tell me that it was a big scammy thing, and I I always research things. I'm not gonna fall for I'm not gonna fall for a scam. Oh, okay. So, John, if you're at something in person, yeah, I'll have to ask more about how it works here if you're just in a crowd somewhere and happen to catch audio. Okay, so the Canadian show is investigative journalism. They catch plumbers peeing in their clients' cups in the dishwasher. Ew. Yeah, that sounds like my kind of show. Not the peeing part, but just exposing people who do illegal things. I'm all about that. Yeah, scares my parents probably have a virus. They ran their antivirus, and I told them they should probably change their password for their email accounts. And I already did that, so when I first heard that was happening, but once they have your contact list and all those email addresses, there's not really anything you can do about it except try to warn people, hey, don't open anything that looks like it's from me and it's just a link. So I actually went to the library and changed my password there. Um, I have no idea how that happened, so it's frustrating. Like my computer spent all this time at Best Buy, and I finally got Windows activated and everything, and then a problem happens. Maybe they sold my contact list. You never know. Okay, they should change their email addresses and delete their old ones. Hmm. Maybe I should delete everyone on my contact list. Okay, I don't want to forget the name of this. Husband, Will you write down Marketplace as a show that we need to watch? You're never going to win that level. Why are you trying? Rose says she wants to help you win that level. Should I hold it up to the screen and show you? I think that would get a little bit complicated. I tried to win it for him earlier, but sometimes with that level you make 2 moves and it already says there aren't any moves left. That is aggravating. Rose says she feels bad when any gamers are frustrated. I got super addicted to Nintendo when I was a kid, and passing all the Super Mario Brother games, or like beating them. And that was back in the day where you didn't have like save points and stuff. It was basically you're dead and you have to start all over again. Homescapes and Gardenscapes are good mobile games. I've never heard of that. Oh, thanks, John. That's good of you. John, I'll have to tell you more about that crazy situation I was telling you about. Oh, and how's your baby? Kairosoft Games? Kairosoft? And Google Play. Oh, I'm glad your baby's good. Someday when I make my husband fix the blinds, I'll do a video and I'll show you. Are you gonna fix the blinds? He says no. Is it because it's too complicated? You're just gonna buy new ones? Wooden ones? For my birthday? He's nodding and looks like he's gonna laugh because he's gonna buy me blinds for my birthday. Is that a lame gift? It's a lame gift. Rose says, in all caps, fix the blinds, music is a rainbow's hubby. He can't, he's trying to beat that level. Oh, your baby looks like a Monchichi. That's so cute. Okay, send me a photo, please. I need cute baby photos after all the mind-numbing crap this last week. Okay, blinds are not a bad gift. Okay. I will let you buy me blinds and some things that are cool. Wait, I put my birthday list on Google Plus. Go look. Stop trying to beat the game. Go look at my list. It's all real stuff. You just lost the level again. Go look at my list. You don't have that many shopping days till my birthday. Look how bossy I am. Rose, your significant other always gets you practical gifts? Must be very upsetting. I'm pretty practical. But, yeah, I ask for things that are mostly like relaxation related because I have been too stressed out. The John says, the better the blinds, the more you walk around the house naked. I don't think my children would appreciate that. I would like wood blinds all over the house, actually. Be wiped down easier than the silly aluminum ones. And I think with the wood ones, my daughter can't cut them with scissors like the ones we currently have. Heather says, I live alone and don't even walk around naked. I don't blame you. Oh, I know some people like in their families they walk around naked and no one cares, and that was not my family growing up. If someone walked in on someone in the bathroom, it was like a thing of horror. Do you want a blanket? Husband, you don't want a blanket? Why? Do you have a fever? Are you dying? He won't talk. Okay, so I need to force myself to practice my fish stick song that I promised on Patreon. And I also was supposed to do a dancing video for Brenda, who donated $20 in a super chat during one of my last live streams. Yes, John, he doesn't want his voice to be heard. Heather says her reason for not walking around naked is that things in motion tend to stay in motion. I understand. Well, I should probably go to sleep if I can go to sleep. I'm going to be looking for a baby photo from John. And I'm going to tell John a good story that is going to shock him. Thanks for tuning in so late at night. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. You guys might have heard him cough earlier. Maybe. Karis, it just depends on how people are raised. Like if, I don't know, my family was like super modest when I was growing up. Good night. I'll let you know if he ever passes that level, Rose. But he's given up. Oh, Louise, good night. Okay, I'll tell the hubby he shouldn't be so shy, but he will be. Good night.